I just wanted to give you another demonstration from the rapid rhythm system, teaching another of the 9 essential rules of rhythm that make rhythm function. Again, when you follow these rules, your rhythms will be optimized, meaning they cannot be improved any further. The rhythms that you create will be as quick and easy to create and interpret as possible. So, Convention 3A states, convention meaning rule, 3A states that each beat of the bar, so when you're looking at a particular bar, in this case we've got 2 beats and a 2/4 bar, the beginning of each beat must be represented by a time value, meaning a note or a rest must be positioned at the start of beat 1 and the start of beat 2. This is for easy, the reason this is the case is it's for easy referencing, so we want to be able to refer to each beat of the bar easily. There is one exception to this rule, and perhaps we'll come across that as we go along, but yeah, we'll just start with that. So I'm going to skip to a random question, just so you know this isn't rehearsed. That one. Yep, sure. So, in fact, this one does have that exception to the rule immediately. So as I look through the time values, I want to count and work out where I am and find out whether or not each beat of the bar is represented. So obviously we always start from 1. We'd go 1, E, and. Now it's a quarter time value, so a quarter time value takes up 4 16th counts. So it'd be 1 E and 2 E and Now this, you can see as I was counting through, when I was counting 2, I wasn't looking at anything. It was part of this space that this note takes up, the quarter note. 1 E and 2 E and So beat 2 is not shown, it should be shown in here. However, this is the exception to the rule. Quarter notes are allowed to break this rule when they're put in the right position. Quarter notes can only be put either in common time. They can only be put either on a beat or halfway between the beat. In this case, it's halfway through the beat. 1 E and. The and is halfway through beat 1. So this is one of those exceptions. So even though beat 2 is not shown in this case, it does follow convention 3A because a quarter note is allowed to be used halfway through. That's an exception to the rule. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, so if I count through this one, 1 E and 2 E and. So this obscures the start of beat 2. The remaining time of this dotted 8th note here, the remaining time, crosses over beat 2. I can't see beat 2, I can't refer to it, makes it difficult to read. And this is not subject to that same exception of a quarter note. It's not a quarter note, so this one does not adhere because I can't see beat 2, it's not easy to read. Let's do one more. This is an easy one. 1 and 2 and. I can see the start of beat 1 and I can see the start of beat 2 here. It's nice and easy, so this does adhere. So that does follow the rule. So there is something to bear in mind when it comes to convention 3A, that is that beats of the bar must be shown. In Eric Taylor's The A-B Guide to Music Theory, he states, and I think correctly so, that the middle of the bar should always be shown in every situation. So obviously, with the exception to the rule I showed you with the quarter note, or the quarter time value being used halfway through a beat and obscuring the next beat, obviously in that situation, that beat, the middle of the bar is not shown. So technically in a 2/4 bar, in a genuine 2/4 bar, this is not correct. The reason I use 2/4 bars to teach this concept is because this idea is supposed to be extrapolated to a common time bar or a longer bar. So I use the 2/4 examples rather than a full common time bar because it's unnecessarily long to teach this concept. I only need 2 beats to get the idea across. So bear in mind that when you're using an actual 2/4 bar, that quarter time value exception doesn't apply. That would only apply in a 4/4 bar or a common time bar, because if you used a quarter note halfway through beat 1, you still wouldn't have reached the middle of the bar yet. You wouldn't be obscuring that because, as Eric Taylor says in the A-B Guide, correctly so, but the middle of the bar must be shown on all bars. And that's, again, it's all about reference points, and the same reason why convention 3A exists. It's about having these reference points, these guideposts to help guide us along the way, how far we are through a given piece of music. I hope this video has proved informative, and thank you very much for watching. And if you'd like to book me for a session, a free consultation, 40-minute consultation to help you improve your rhythm, you can reach me at www.rapidrhythm.co.nz. Have a great day.